ahead and just, if Drew thinks after we get this budget mess figured out, but we need to get one pretty quick if we're going to do it.
Yeah, I agree, but just need to know if we have the cash on hand to do it.
Sure. Drew, at what point do you think we can make that determination if we can afford a tractor or not?
Just need to look at certain numbers. I don't know what's in each of the lines, like the fairgrounds budget and stuff, but we can look at it, and that's what bars are for. So
Do you think by the next meeting we could have a?
we'll look into it. Yeah.
Okay.
And I'll get with Carla to see what's available, maybe through statewide pricing agreements and all that stuff. See if we can figure out exactly what's needed out there, and then we can try to get pricing on it, and then work at it from that.
What size tractor Kubota did you look at?
It was those Kubotas are different.
Any horse?
Yeah, it was a 90 horse, I think. But it was front wheel assist, 90 horse. I can't remember. Kubota's kind of off on their horsepower, not like John Deere. It's 94 point something or something like that. I can't remember. But according to everybody I've talked to, a 90 horse with front wheel assist would be more than ample. What is that one you got?
We got the 90.
90. And listening to Kendall, he's been using that thing more on the fairgrounds than anybody except for Juan. You know, he said if it had a four-wheel drive or front wheel assist, he said it'd work just fine. But that's one of the things that's lacking. And I don't think that if we can't lower that brake all the way into the dirt like it should be, and just having to hold it, part way out, it's not doing the job we want it to do anyway. So
If you go too deep, though, it'll leave ridges. So
leave what?
ridges, because they go too far down. Especially after we rip it, because it's soft, not that deep. So. The one that does a good job after we go through there is Gary's little Parma, that other little flat one.
Yeah.
That's what we finish it with, and it leaves it pretty nice. So we can try both of them.
Can the current tractor have the front wheel assist added to it or anything?
It would be pretty costly.
As costly as a new?
I'm not sure how much, but it's a whole totally different setup.
Wouldn't hurt for us to at least look into it possibly though.
But I think the problem with that is we don't have, he needs that out there when we need it at the fairgrounds too. So
Like right now, it's in the night of running the shredder over there.
Okay. I mean, ideally, we want something dedicated for it, because we definitely want to start using the fairgrounds as much as we can. That's the whole purpose of having them.
So, one, if we was to put like 3 loads of sand, river sand, in that thing, could a guy spread that with the maintainer and pretty much get it kind of evenly spread? Would that lighten that dirt up a little bit to where that plow wouldn't be dragging quite as hard?
It's not so much that it's dragging too hard. It just, when we go in there with the blade and rip it,
Yeah.
it softens it way.
Softens it up, yeah.
So then that plow it's
It
got
sinks-
gauge
it
wheels and
sinks
everything,
down in there, yeah.
but the gauge wheels sink in too. So that's the only reason you got to hold it up a little bit.
But I was thinking that, there's a lot of clay in that arena. And I was thinking, we gotta get 3 or 4 loads of river sand and put in there to lighten it up. Because when it's wet, to where it don't just ball up, it'd be kind of a lighter, it'd be lighten it up. And so, that's just kind of.
And the promoters say if they could do anything to make that any better, because it's pretty good right now, they all like it a lot, would be to add that sand.
Probably can get some through K Barnett.
I know they had said that one of the guys had said that all the sand around here was done. I think they had to get it from, was it Fort Sumner or somewhere like that, they were saying. So, but that would help it last longer before you have to plow it again.
You can try it. See what happens.
Carla is going to check that out. She needs to go ahead and check on I think a larger tractor than the 90.
Yeah.
We've got a 90, even though you had your front wheel assist. Let's get in the 110 or 50.
Agreed.
Gonna do it, do it.
Yep. Agreed.
Agreed.
Don't want to end up buying something that
And
people kick holes into. And along that lines too is I know that we've got the position coming for the road department / fairgrounds as well. I'm a little concerned if that person's going to be, can we make that person available strictly for the fairgrounds and the hours that they might have to work to run that tractor out there too? 'Cause, you know, like that all day long rodeo, heck, he might get in all his hours in 2 days if he's like, you got to be at all the events, you know? So I don't know what y'all's thoughts, if we can do that, if we can make that fit in the job description or what, but
we can if we say, well, if he puts in these 3 or 4 days, give him that much off. Call it good.
yeah.
Mhm. Very
We
flexible.
can work around it.
Yeah. All right.
Oh, good.
I just want to see what y'all's thoughts on that were because it kind of concerned me a little bit. But if y'all think we can make that work, that's good with me. And they were asking about, and I know this would be something for capital capital projects. ICIP is what I'm trying to say. But they also said awnings over those east side horse pens would be good at some point, in RV and more RV hookups down that one side as well, because I don't know if y'all been out there. I know Roy Lee has, and Tina came one day, but that last rodeo, I mean, it was packed to the gills all the way down, and there were living quarters, bloomers, big trailers. Everybody staying there the whole weekend. So if we put in more electric and water hookups, we could make more money on those as well, because there was, I think, 4 or 5 hookups out there, and they were all full, and there was probably 40 others that would have been hooked up if they could have. So just food for thought. That I'm sorry, I turned around and look at you.
All right,
Too.
I'm listening.
But that much more. I know y'all are working on the stall apps. You know where we're at with those.
Yes, just
Okay.
that he's working with the bank, once we figure out what bank we're gonna use, get it set up.
I don't mean to drive everybody crazy with this fairgrounds things, but the window's getting smaller with these rodeos, these other rodeos coming in. So I'm just trying to keep that forefront of everybody's mind so we can make that as user friendly as possible. What y'all's thoughts on the RV and electrical hookups? Y'all,
I thought we were putting more RV hookups out there. Are we not? Didn't we have more going on that?
We did. We
Back
fixed a bunch more a couple of years ago.
Yeah. So I thought there was more than 4 out there, didn't you? Or
I think
did you-
there's 5 right now.
I mean, obviously the electrical's the expensive part of it. Running water would be not so bad. Price wise, the key is probably getting the stall app, making sure people that are using them are paying for them to where that'll help us to be able to afford to expand it too.
And
a lot
not
of it's on the
plugging into
honor
the
system
building.
right now.
Mm-hmm.
That person that's out there would be able to,
Exactly. If we had someone out there, they could make sure that they're, the hookups are locked or whatever. They can unlock them and make sure that
Right.
people are paying for what they're using.
Yep.
But I think if somebody has an event out there and they have the fairgrounds rented, whoever has the fairground rented and puts on something, they need to make sure that their people are paying for the horse stalls or the RV hookups, because somebody has to be responsible for that. We can't be willy-nilly. I know the other day we had one plugged into the dadgum big arena, plugged into the side of the arena,
Yeah.
extension cord.
Mm-hmm.
And that's not okay. So
Every outlet that somebody sees, they plug into
They
it.
do. They
Every
just-
single one.
just plug in willy-nilly.
In our stalls, I went out during the rodeo and counted 68 one day and 62 or 3 the other day. And at that time, they had only paid for 3 total out of all of those. And I went in and had them make an announcement, and I think they collected some more for it. Jared told me he had collected, I don't know, $600-700 total.
we had gotten a check for 130 is what that Cam brought. I hadn't heard anything since then. Received any checks now.
but there's a lot of opportunity out there for more income for the county. Just right now, we're not getting it capitalized on.
I think if we had someone dedicated out there, it would pay for itself. You know, as you just said, if they got 60 something stalls, they've only paid for 3.
That and a stalls app,
Well,
Yeah,
Right.
that'll help a lot.
Jared Eshelman, he's the one supposed to come in and pay that, right?
yeah.
The first weekend of that deal, I thought he told me they'd collected like $600 off the stall deal.
And he did say that he was, if he hasn't paid yet, he sent me a text. I'm trying to find it now, that said he's going to come in and give you some money for that. He just hasn't had a chance yet.
No, and Cam said the same thing, that she had come in, that she was going to bring some more. I do expect.
If they do, that's been 2 weeks now since their last event.
Mm-hmm.
So a timely matter
Yeah.
needs to be addressed on that deal. When you're texting Jared. Since you're got him on the line there.
There it is.
I'm just saying, yes. Because if we're going out of our way, the least they can do is
Yeah, he said he's got.
in a timely manner.
He said he's collected a little over 1,500 for the stalls. He said he'll get a check dropped off in a few days. That was last Monday. So
I mean, if we can start making sure we're paying closer attention to it, then obviously it can snowball itself into making a big difference, making a dent in a lot of these other things, paying for the tractor, paying for someone to be out there.
right.
Can we add that in the contract that whoever rents it's responsible to make sure that those things are paid and that it needs to be rendered, like Commissioner Greider said, a week is plenty of time to get those paid back, and make sure that they understand that.
Like within 5 business days.
Yeah,
of the
we don't need to be
conclusion
just-
of the event.
We don't need to be just willy-nilly, and
Because
people can say, I'm going to do it
I
forever.
do know that he can take off an hour
If we were going to do
in
any
the schedule to get us paid.
Oh, I agree.
agreement, would we have to present it to the board by any chance? Just so you guys could check it or anything like that? It can be a major group of changes if you want.
Whatever
Well, that's one of
Bruce-
the things that
whatever
Cam
Bruce says.
pointed out too, is make the promoter responsible for all the fees. You know,
Mhm.
whoever's putting the rodeo on, you're responsible for collecting those fees and paying.
There you go.
We can work on the wording and we can run it by the attorneys to make sure that it meets all the requirements.
But as bad as it is to say, we can't just do it on the honor system either. There has to be
Yeah.
checks and balances. So
And we can bring all this back at our next meeting with information on tractors and maybe some kind of contract changes and whatever have you. How about that?
it'd be nice if we could get somebody to take a look at those RV hookups and see what it'd take to run them on down too, price wise, just so we'd have an idea.
Anything else on that one?
I'm finished. Thank you all.
You're great. Anything else on that, yo?
I don't have it. I mean,
Paul, you just keep talking and talking down there. Okay. New business, designation of 2 commissioners to participate in the FY25 annual financial audit meetings. Mr. Patterson.
We just need 2 people that want to be on the audit committee, basically.
What does that consist of?
If we have audit meetings being part of it, it more than likely would be just phone calls and emails back and forth. If the auditors need anything, it just gives it more oversight. That's all.
I thought I was on that. You know how we do when we have the budget and we do the audit, the entrance and the exit exam on the audit? I thought I was on that last time, but I never did get a call to do anything.
When was that? Last year?
It was for this past one, yes. But I don't know, did we ever have, we had an audit. right?
You accepted an award, did you?
But that's what I'm saying. But I didn't get all the info through the time like I usually do. But I'm sure it came to your email or to the manager email. I won't say
No, it
yours.
probably went to
It's
the A.
probably-
Kirk email.
It just didn't get shared.
Right.
So
Yeah,
I was just gonna
that
say
would
it
have been
didn't get
before
shared.
my time, but
It didn't get shared.
I don't know.
It'd be nice if we have 2 new commissioners. All of us.
Show
We've all
of
sat on it.
We've served, every one of us. Now I think Mrs. Clark.
How would y'all like to be on that?
I have time to do it, probably more than anybody else up here, but I don't know if you do or not.
What does it consist of again?
Meetings, phone calls.
Just if there's any questions or issues, I will say we're not expecting the smoothest of audits this year, to put it lightly.
It's gonna be a tough one.
But I don't know how much involvement it'll require either, because I mean, when it comes down to it, it's the audit firm doing what they have to do. So our involvement on that level is going to be hopefully minimal. It's mainly us pulling everything on our level, and then if we need to review something, we would just get together with the auditors.
What was it, 2 meetings? We met twice on that audit?
Maybe, most time at one time.
Yeah,
Is
and on the very
audit opening and then
you met,
exit.
and then you met at the exit.
So that's 6 months between meetings, so.
I want to say
She don't have a job either.
the last time we met was like, what,
Me and
November?
her, the only unemployed
In
people up here.
November or something like that?
I know they're trying to, originally in the discussions that I saw, they were, their emails was, they're trying to wrap it up by mid to late October.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, I'll do it.
You good?
You can, baby.
I'm good. I still got a family to
Are you going to do it? Is that what you're saying?
know. Should I do it? You want me to do it?
Yes.
He said he has a family to support.
Do you want to do it or not? Are you comfortable doing it?
Yeah, I'll do it.
Okay, thank you.
You can do it.
There you go. You got your 2.
volunteer told. Okay.
The voluntold commissioners.
Thank you.
Because they need new eyes on it.
They do.
Well, and this
You got a
is our
family to
last year
feed, so
with
you
this
understand
firm.
money.
Yeah.
So next year we have to go out for bid.
With 5 kids, you better be able to figure out a budget. Contracts, agreements, and procurements. Number 7A, request for the approval of the county manager contract.
We didn't get a chance to approve that contract, so we need to get that signed and approved by you guys.
I'll make a motion to approve the county manager's contract because I don't want him going anywhere.
I think, I knew that was gonna happen. I think everything looks good. I think Drew and Mary are doing a wonderful job, but for future, the manager's contract says shall be raised after 6 months. I think it should be upon a favorable review, not just shall be regardless. And that's, again, that's not a dig against you or anything else. It's
I didn't type it.
how I would like to see the contract say.
Okay.
I don't know what y'all think about that. Because right now it just states shall be raised X amount after 6 months, period. It doesn't say, if you're doing a bad job, we're still going to give you the money,
And you want to say upon favorable
upon
review?
favorable review. And that's the end of my notes completely.
But it's not the end of your thoughts.
Yeah.
Okay, I agree with that.
I'd like to bring up, I guess there's a typo or whatever it is here at the
And they
number
may have been-
16 notices about the address.
Yeah, it's probably been fixed. Just not.
I
on
was
the
wanting to
one-
make sure it has been fixed.
Talking about under my name.
No, sir. It'll be under county. It
Right?
says Chairman, Board of County Commissioners,
Okay.
Roosevelt County, P.O. Box 48, 205 South 9th Street, Estancia.
Yeah.
New
My
Mexico.
apologies.
So,
I almost fixed that yesterday, and then I was told not to. So, we'll fix that part.
Putting
I
a
saw
weird
that,
zip
but I
code.
thought it had to go through the attorney's office. That's why I figured
the
that.
attorney there. That's
Yeah,
not in the, that's not in the statute.
So we can change that to Portales.
Yes.
Okay. We'll fix that.
Yeah.
Is that email address right?
In that motion, that needs to be
All of that, yeah.
included.
Yeah, that's the amendment.
Different county too. It needs to be.
So with my motion, I will, with the amendments.
Yes.
I'll make a motion with the amendments.
Yes.
Got a second?
It's amended.
I got it.
Second.
Okay, got a motion and a second. Commissioner Munoz?
Yes.
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 Okay.
Who seconded it?
Mr. Patterson, you are hired. You can start your job now. Okay. Request for approval of Eastern New Mexico University contract with water well use. Ms. Weems.
Good morning again. Included in your packet is a copy of the agreement with Eastern New Mexico University for the water well use. This is just an annual renewal for a 5-year term with an additional 1-year 5-year term for a total of 10.
And nothing's changed. in it,
Nothing's changed.
Move we approve.
Second.
Got a motion and a second. Commissioner Greider?
Yes.
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 Motion carries. Consideration of program agreement renewal with New Mexico Cooperative Extension Service, Ms. Weems.
This is our annual agreement with NMSU for cooperative extension services. It's renewed on an annual basis.
Make a motion to approve.
Second.
Nothing in it's changed either, correct?
Nothing has changed except for the dollar amount. It actually decreased this year.
Perfect. That's even better. Okay, we got a motion, a second, Commissioner Greider?
Yes. Yes.
Yes,
Yes.
Yes.
motion carries. Item D, request for approval of the Clean and Beautiful Grant Program Agreement with State of New Mexico Tourism Department, Ms. Weems.
Also in your packet's a copy of this agreement. It'll have to be signed electronically if it's approved. And we applied for $33,000, I believe, to include the turf. And we were only awarded the small amount, the $7,000. No, sorry, the $3,600, sorry.
Got a motion, a second, Mr. Munoz?
Yes.
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 May I ask a question?
No,
Before I vote.
It's too late.
Of that 3,600, we gonna be able to find something to do for that?
Yes, we put in addition to the turf, which they didn't fund, to replace the metal bench out on the east side of the building. It's kind of dilapidated, so to put in some recycled benches around for seating and some exterior trash receptacles.
No, I was just curious because I'm with the small amount of that.
Right.
So I vote yes.
Commissioner Greider?
Yes.
Okay, motion carries. Any media communication?
Our lawyer. Other than that, the chat's empty. No questions.
Okay,
One more question before you adjourn.
go ahead. I knew you weren't finished.
It just came to me a minute ago. Why are we leasing that well from Eastern? Is it out of convenience?
Yeah, and then we ain't got nowhere else to get water around here. Now, say when we're out in Floyd, we can buy some from Floyd, which we're limited on loads. We bought some from Dora, from Arch before, but we can run, even if we're working out in Floyd, we can run 2 loads from here and 2 loads from Floyd. Well, that helps us.
The fairgrounds doesn't have a well anywhere right there by the road barn. So the only 2 wells that Roosevelt County owns is Mill and Sand and Arch.
I'm thinking so, yeah. There used to be one that ran to the fairgrounds, but I think it's actually at the peanut mill, and it was piped to the fairground back years ago.
That's all I have.
Attorney Van Fleck, do you have anything you want to add today? You've been awfully quiet.
No, ma'am, I don't.
Looks like he's flying a jet airplane.
Okay,
This, you didn't know I was a gamer, did you?
Yeah, I'm looking at the headphones.
Well, I was just gonna suggest, back at the fairgrounds issue, one way you might want to solve that problem is to basically have the promoter put down a deposit that would cover the cost, the entire cost of all the stalls. And then you could take an inventory during the course of that event, and if they didn't use all of those stalls, provide some sort of a refund or a rebate. That way we would at least get a large portion of that upfront with a minimal amount of effort on our side. But that's just a suggestion.
That's a good suggestion too. Okay.
They do have to put a deposit down already, right?
For the facility.
Just for facility.
To clean up or destruction, yeah. Okay, and I would like to add real quick, I just want to thank everybody, all the department heads, elected officials, employees of the county. I know that everybody has been working really hard and working together and trying to get our stuff straightened out. And I just want to give everybody a huge shout out and thank you so much for all of your hard work. I know it's been a huge team effort, and Mr. Patterson has stated that many times when we've told him thank you for something. He's always been very gracious and said that it was a complete team effort. So I just wanted to thank everybody for that as well. And with that, we are adjourned.
Even with all my questions, it still got done in an hour.